Hey everyone, it's Riley. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about digital bullet journaling and how specifically I like to do my digital bullet journaling. So obviously the biggest thing I'm going to show you guys is what I actually use for digital journaling, the physical supplies, the app that I use, the bullet journal itself that I use, but I also want to show you kind of my system, like how do I do my big picture, like yearly sort of planning, how do I do my monthly and weekly, my dailies, extra things, all of that is going to be included in this video. Now, before I hop in and actually show this stuff on my iPad, I do want to let you guys know a little bit about the digital bullet journal that I'm using. So basically what I've done is spent hundreds of hours creating a fully customizable digital bullet journal for 2024. Now, whenever you buy this journal, you will get the remaining months of 2023 for free. So if you're like, yes, I'm interested, run, don't walk. It's on sale for 70% off right now. And like I said, you'll get the remainder of 2023 for free. So you can just jump in and start planning today. So that's the journal that I'm using. Every month you get to choose from 25 different themes. It takes 30 to 60 seconds to get your theme into your journal. And then you get to choose the different layouts and spreads that you want. So do you want your calendar to start on Monday or Sunday or be in more of a list format? Do you want your weekly spreads to be vertical, horizontal, a schedule view, all that kind of stuff? You are totally in control of customizing this digital bullet journal. So it really just mixes like the best things about bullet journaling with the most convenient things about digital planning. So I think that's probably more than what I needed to say in the intro. Let's actually hop on over to my desk so I can show you all of the things that I use. So here is my digital planner for 2024. There are 5 different yearly sort of themes or colors to choose from. This one is called Bear, the one that I chose, and that's what I'll be using all year long. So today I want to show you how I use this digital bullet journal. I'm not going to show you like a comprehensive tutorial on how to digital plan. Rather, I want to show you how I use this digital bullet journaling system to make it as close to a physical bullet journal as possible, because you know there are some obvious differences, some that are really handy, like being able to copy and paste, being able to just undo anything, and then some that are also a bit annoying. So I'm going to show you how I make this process as like painless as possible for someone who's used to using a physical bullet journal all the time. So I'm going to kind of break this up into sections. I'm going to talk about my kind of big collections and yearly planning. I'm going to look more at like a monthly and weekly scale, and then my dailies. Dailies are a huge thing for me, and so I want to touch on that as well. So let's start off with my yearly planning and collections. For yearly planning, this journal does not come with tons of yearly planning pages built into the journal itself, but it does include these extra sections, these collections that you can add in. So for the default yearly planning pages, all you have is this year at a glance, which I just used to highlight birthdays in a darker color and other like events or appointments or whatever in a lighter color. And then I wrote in the corresponding events on the next page, which is more of a future log. And that's it for the default yearly spreads. Now there are some tutorial pages which we're going to skip over because they're kind of irrelevant for right now. So lots of the yearly spreads that you might expect to see in a typical bullet journal are not included in the base, but they are included in these collections that you can choose to add in. So there are actually 6 collections that you can choose to add, or you can create your own. So I've only chosen to add 4 of them: my lifestyle collection, wellness, productivity, health and fitness. These are all included with the 2024 bundle. You don't need to buy anything extra. There is also a finance one, and then like an empty one so that you can actually go in and create your own hyperlinked collection. So that's what this page is all about. And these include the other typical yearly spreads you might expect to see. Like a year in pixels or a when did I last page or a health tracker. Things like that are included in these collections. So most of the contents of these collections I personally don't expect to use very often. I am not the type of person to go like over and above with my bullet journal. I kind of like to do the bare minimum amount of things that keep me on track, keep me productive, and just aware of what is going on at all times. So I am not going to be using every page of each of these collections. However, I do have a few like favorites. So for example, in the productivity collection, I know that I'm going to be using, sorry, I may as well just navigate to it over here. I know I'm going to be using the When Did I Last page a lot. So I'm actually going to bookmark that. So that instead of having to, sort through and remember which collection things are in, I'm just going to, at the end of each day or week or month or whatever, just go to each of my bookmarked yearly collection pages and fill those in. Alternatively, you can sort these pages and like drag them around to different spots in your journal so that if there are only certain ones you use, you can delete the ones that you don't use or just cluster all the ones that you actually do use together. However, how I've chosen to do that is just by bookmarking the ones that I am going to use a lot. So that's how my yearly journaling works. All of my yearly collections I have stored in this one kind of bundle. It's one tab open on my GoodNotes all the time, and I just navigate to my bookmarked pages to use the yearly spreads that I'm going to use on a regular basis. Other ones will be more rare. I am going to link a video here where I flip through the whole journal so you can see what I mean. Like, for example, there's a playlist spread or a bookshelf, and I will use those, but not all the time. So I'm not going to bookmark those like I am my period tracker, my year in pixels, when did I last, that kind of stuff is going to get a bookmark for me to look at very regularly. So the second tab that I always have open here, first one being my year and my collections, the second one is the current month. So as I'm doing this video, it's actually still November. It's like the very end of November, but guys, I'm trying to get ahead on my December filming. So that said, I guess I don't know exactly how I'll use this in 2024 because it's obviously not 2024 yet, but this is how I've been trying to use it in 2023 and what I think has been working quite well for me. So this is the 2023 November sampler. It does come with the 2024 bundle if you are interested. And so what I've been doing is basically just keeping each of these things open in a different tab, because for me, in my physical bullet journal, I am the kind of person to leave my current page open on my desk all the time. And so I want this to be similar. I don't want to have to choose, okay, do I want my current week open or do I want my year in pixels open, and then have to like navigate all the hyperlinks and stuff to go between the two. I would rather just be able to have them both open and simply go from one tab to the other. I don't find it to be a nuisance at all to have multiple tabs open, so that's what I like to do. So for the monthly planning, this is just a sampler, so it doesn't include all of the different pages that come with the full version, but it does include at least one of each of the different like spread layouts. So what I've been doing is at the beginning of each month or the end of the previous month, I've been going onto Canva and just making a really simple sticker set. Let me see if I can pull up my, so here's, I should take that onto a more blank page so that you can actually see it. All right, here we go. So yes, I'm guilty of not using my tasks page in November. But anyways, I've been making myself a really simple sticker sheet, just like this, over on Canva. So I've been choosing kind of my recurring events for the month and finding matching colors to that month's theme, writing them out. If I know I have something important, I'll make some kind of sticker like this, or a birthday, or just some extra decor, whatever. I have been setting this up on Canva. It's super quick and easy, and you do, however, need Canva Pro if you want the transparent background, unless you do that part elsewhere. So that's what I've been doing, is I've been making a monthly pack of stickers just in a few minutes that I then use on my calendar here. So the thing that I love about this is that, first of all, it looks beautiful. With a bullet journal like this, it really doesn't take much work. Like, you don't have to be skilled at making your digital writing or whatever look pretty to make a planner like this look nice, because it's all prettied up for you already. But what I love about this is that now, when it comes to planning for, say, this current week that I'm currently in, I'm just going to use the lasso tool, copy, and then paste to the current week to take all of my events over there. So I've actually already planned for this week, so I'm not going to show you that step right now, but basically I just drag these little stickers that I made onto the appropriate day. And then I've just been doing a really simple highlighter dot and writing out my top 3 tasks that I want to achieve each day. That's kind of the system that has been working for me. Now, in the sampler, or in the full version, there are 3 different weekly spreads for every single week. This is just the vertical weekly spread. It's the only one that comes free with the sampler. And so I think in the new year, I'm going to do a similar system, but I'll probably use the horizontal weekly spread because all the days of the week fit onto just one side. So there's more space for tasks and notes, and I would probably like plan out my meals or something like that. So that's what I'm thinking, but right now this is what I'm doing. I'll probably do the exact same thing except for on the horizontal weekly spread in the new year. So that's pretty much how I've been using this second tab here. The monthly spreads has been for my monthly calendar and then my weekly planning. I will be completely honest with you. I have not been using the habit trackers. I have not been using the mood trackers. That's not something that I've ever enjoyed using in my journal. I just included it in these journals because I know that lots of people do. So if you do want to do that, obviously you just come to your habit tracker, you pick a cute little highlighter color, and you go ahead and fill it in. Same with the mood tracker. However, to color it in, I would recommend, like using the highlighter and then using the precision eraser tool to go in and get it more precise around the shape that you're trying to color. So again, that is how I use this middle tab, which is the current month. The last tab that I have is one that I have not been using yet in 2023 because I've still been doing this part in my physical bullet journal. Don't really know why, I just have, but I am planning to move it into here for 2024. So what I'm planning to do for 2024, I'm just going to grab a color that I like here. How big is this marker? Yeah, that works. So what I'm planning to do for 2024 is just do my daily spreads on that blank pad of paper. And that blank pad is actually available in the freebies section, the freebies folder that comes along with the 2024 digital bullet journal. So if you want to do a similar thing, or you just want like a blank notepad that kind of matches the rest of your journal for whatever you may want it for, it's there, it's in the freebies folder, and this is how I'm going to be using it, is for my daily spreads. Now I'm going to link a video up here that I did last year. Okay, I don't like that one. I'm going to link a video that I did last year talking about how I used my physical bullet journal, because basically what I do is set up like a weekly dashboard, and then the night before I make myself a daily spread, and that's what I refer to during the day for like more detail. You know, I'm a stay-at-home mom and I work from home, so I'm at home all the time. I feel like I need so much more than just a tiny little box in a weekly spread to fit all of my plans. And so this has been my solution for that. All right, so I just made myself some daily kind of headers just for fun in Procreate. Now I'm going to show you what I plan to do in 2024, which would be to make some kind of daily headers like this, and then set it up exactly how I do currently in my physical bullet journal. So I always put a daily header. Then I'm going to take a highlighter, and I don't actually know the grid spacing yet in here because I don't normally do this, but let's see, is that about 1/3? No, that's too long. Okay, so I just used a highlighter here to make 3 equal sized sections, and this is how I like to do my planning. So I like a short daily header so that I can write the date. Let's say this is for, I don't know, the 2nd or something. You could make that cuter. Then I like to put my top priority up here, and whatever I'm planning on making for supper, I like to write those 2 things out here, you know, just because supper is sometimes an ongoing thing. I like to start things early, whatever. So those 2 most important things of the day I like to put up there. Now for the rest of the day, I use these 3 sections for my morning, afternoon, and evening. So that's just how I like to break up my day. It always has been. And I write pretty much everything on here, even like habits. I don't write brush your teeth. Sometimes I wish I did because I would feel like I had accomplished so much more. I just love checking things off, you know, but I'll write in, like, I like to do my Bible reading in the morning, and I like to check my emails and my Etsy messages. And so I'll just write out everything for my day. And the reason why I don't like using a fixed daily spread, even like the ones that come in this journal, is because I don't really use anything extra. Like I've said, all I want to see are my tasks broken down by the time of day. And this is the way I like seeing them. I tried to come up with a daily spread that would work well for more than just me to make for this journal. And I just ended up deciding to stick with my own system, and this is it. So now, how do I treat this as much as possible like a physical bullet journal? If you're like me, you thought you would never switch away from a physical bullet journal because you absolutely fell in love. So what I do is all day, this is on my desk. My iPad is turned off, but then when I want to look at it, which I do so many times throughout the day, all I need to do is just open my iPad. So I never exit out of GoodNotes unless I actually need to do something else on my iPad, and then I return so that whenever I come and press this button, it's going to open me straight here and I can see my day. Now, on the tab beside, I always keep the current week. That is my second most helpful spread to reference so that I can see what's up the next day and what some of my big weekly tasks are. If suddenly I finish all of this day's tasks, I can get started on something else. So that's what I do. Again, I'm the kind of person where my bullet journal was always lying open on my desk, open to my current daily spread, just like this. So this is the system that works for me. I have my 3 tabs open at the top. This one is always open by default, so I can plan out my day. And then at the end of the day, somewhere in the afternoon or evening, I'm going to go in and plan for Tuesday. And some days I might have like, a million tasks, and I might, kind of only have a little bit of space for the next day or even run out of space. Sometimes I might fit 3 days on one page. It totally depends what the day is like. And that's what I love about this daily, kind of like rolling daily, is that it's just completely open. It works with whatever you're doing, and you don't need to worry about trying to make your daily plans, your daily to-dos fit into some kind of small little weekly spread like this one. This will never be enough for me. So this is what I add on to that to make it work a little bit better for my life. So I hope that makes sense. Obviously, I'm not expecting every single person who buys this journal to use it in the same way as me. I know lots of people will choose to import their monthly spreads straight into the yearly package, which is totally fine. That is one of the options, one of the 2 options for how you can import. I like to import my monthly spreads as a separate journal so that I can keep both open at the same time while keeping my blank pad open as well for daily plans and just whatever else comes up. So that's the system that works for me. Comment down below if something similar works for you, or just how you plan on using your digital bullet journal. Thank you all so much for joining me for some more digital bullet journaling content. If you guys enjoyed it, please do like this video and comment down below what other digital planning content would you like to see in the future.